So today we've got flat keys and getting our new notes of B flat, E flat, so on and so forth. The biggest thing with flat keys is which finger pattern are you going to use. So we've already learned our normal Dorian finger pattern, which is also called our 2-3 pattern for violin, viola. For cellists, it's 1-3-4, getting those, and for bass is 1-4. We've learned our low 2 finger pattern, which is the 1-2 finger pattern. That gets us F naturals and C naturals. So cellists, it's 1-2-4, 1-2-4, and bass is getting first finger on the third position instead of your second finger, and then second finger on D string instead of fourth finger. We've also learned our high 3 or major pattern, or 3-4, so stretching that third finger out. That's for the key of A major. For cello, that's extensions, forwards extensions. And for bass, that's getting half position on the G string for a G sharp, or shifting up on the D string to 2, second finger, third position. Now we're going to talk about the low 1 half position or backwards extension for cellos. So we're looking on page 25 in our books at number 107, and we get a B flat on our A string. So violins, violas, that's just going to be stretching your first finger back. Cello, that's going to be a backwards extension. So backwards extensions are where you take your first finger from a normal position and just stretch backwards. Your thumb does not move. It stays behind the second finger. A balanced hand. Your first finger just stretches back a little further. And then your C natural and your D are still the same. So when you play A to B flat, it gets you that half step motion. So let's take a look at number 107, B flat on the A string.
New note B flat on the A string.
So again, you've got your first finger backing up, getting that first finger backwards. And basses, you're in a half position, so you're taking your entire hand and moving it up. Your second finger would end up where your first finger was. And really just getting that B flat in there, really lowering that note and really listening. 108, B flat practice.
B flat practice.
Now the biggest thing that you run into is your first finger often will go too low. So you can't go all the way back. There is a little space between where the string crosses the nut and where your first finger will be on every instrument when doing this B flat. So really listen, use a tuner, and make sure that you're playing the right notes. The other problem that will happen is that when you stretch that first finger back, your other fingers go back with it. No. Make sure that you're keeping your fingers where they need to be. So B flat is low 1, backwards extension 1. C natural is a low 2 technically, but there's going to be space. So keep that finger spaced out. And then 3 is going to be spaced out from the 2. For the cellists, you've got first finger, second finger, fourth finger. And your 2 to 4 is the same normal distance. This is really apparent in number 109, Hot Cross Buns. You've played this before, just in a different key. Well, now we're going to play it in the key of B flat. So you get D, C, and a B flat. Make sure that you're really listening to that B flat and C natural. Don't let them go too low.
Hot Cross Buns.
Now, next up, 110, new note F natural on the E string. So this is for violin and bass. Violinists, your first finger, again, just stretches backwards for a low 1. Basses, you'll see right here that your finger is just going to go back to half position once again to F natural. Really listen to this. It's going to sound similar to 107. But we're on the E string now.
New note F natural on the E string.
Along with that, 111. So make sure that we're using the correct finger pattern for There Was a Bullfrog. We've got, that lowered first finger or half position, depending on which instrument. We're starting on that F natural. We have a dotted quarter note, so make sure that we're counting that right. So we start off 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and slur up. So really watch that dotted quarter note. Here we go. There was a bullfrog.
There was a bullfrog.
Now we're going to jump down to our G string and use a low 2 for B flat on the G string. So really pay attention to that too. We've already done low 2s. It's the same process. Bass and you're on the G string as well, so using second finger. The biggest thing that you're going to have to shift. Okay? So we're going to cut to the bass video, and you're going to make sure that you're shifting up to that first finger on third position, 2 2 1 1. Okay? Now we're back to here, and here we go. New note B flat on the G string.
New note B flat on the G string.
Classically B flat, still working on the same ideas. Bass having to shift up to third position. Everyone else is using second finger or low 2.
Classically B flat.
By now it should be nice and easy. One last one, 114, going low, again using that low 2. Bass is having to shift up second finger in first position to first finger in third position.
Going low.
We now have our so here's our F major scale. We're using that low 2 for F, and then we're using low 1 for B flat. So pay attention to where your fingers are. We're going to play in the middle of the bow, okay, nice and easy. Basses, you're going to be in a half position the whole time. It's going to be easiest to go 1 1 and then 4 4 0 0 1 1 4 4 0 0 2 2 4 4 for your notes. Cello and viola, you're going to start down on your C string on your F natural, F G A B flat, and violinist, we're starting on D string for low 2 F natural.
F major scale.
And the arpeggio.
F major arpeggio.
Scotland the Brave. We've got dotted quarter notes. We've got first and second endings. There's a dotted quarter hook. Forte. So make sure that you're really listening to this. Look at your B flats. Where are your B flats? Where are your F naturals? That's the really important part. Here we go. Scotland the Brave.
Scotland the Brave.
The Brandenburg Concerto number 5 theme. Brandenburg Concertos written by Bach are very popular pieces, and they're great MPA pieces. The only problem is, the judges really know what they are because they're played so often. So this right here is a theme from one. Again, you've got F naturals, you've got B flats, C naturals, all that stuff, because we are in the key of F in this. So if you go back to 115, you can see the key signature for F major is 1 flat. Everything else is natural. It's relatively fast. Again, a great MPA piece. We'll probably take a look at this next year, or some of the other Brandenburgs. They're amazing pieces and a lot of fun to play and listen to. So here we go, theme from Brandenburg Concerto number 5.